Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium in Rapid City, South Dakota. You are watching the first ever broadcast of the Hive Network, the home of the Mile High Sting, and tonight they are taking on the Rapid City War Eagles, their third game of the year, and it's going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. 75 degrees, partly cloudy here in beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota. 40% chance of rain according to Siri, and both teams are ready to play some football. The Rapid City War Eagles in the purple and black bottoms with black accents. See the silver logos on the side of their helmets. The Mile High Sting, they're going to be on the far side of the field wearing their all-white uniforms with the black and silver trim. Rapid City War Eagles last week, they're no strangers to foreign invaders. The War Eagles, they began their CFL campaign on the right wing with a talon-biting win over the Fargo Invaders last week at Sioux Park. War Eagles are 1-0. They're looking to keep their streak alive. And then there's the Sting. The Sting led by head coach Vonnie Davis. They're 1-1, and they've had their ups and downs so far in their inaugural season in the Championship Football League. They began 2021 with a bang, getting a nice win over the Arizona Hawks 26-6, and then trouble arose when they went south to face on the El Paso Brawlers. They're looking to begin a long delay of football here, of almost 3 to 4 weeks since their last game and since they've last seen the field, and they've had to travel a long ways to get it done. We've got 15 minutes on the clock, and we've got CFL football ready to go here. The Mile High Sting, they deferred their kickoff to the second half. They'll want to receive at the end when we wrap this first half up, the end of 30 minutes. And that means the Rapid City War Eagles, they're going to return. And back to return, we've got multiple defenders. Trying to grab numbers here. We have the sun right in our faces, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize. Back returning for the Rapid City War Eagles, we got number 21 Tyrell Pierce and number 25 Ty Edwards. Kicking off for the Mile High Sting, it's going to be Nick Brady. Mile High Sting kicking off left to right, 15 minutes on the clock. We're ready to roll. My name's Cole Smith. Glad to have you here on the Hive Network. And it's time to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. The kickoff is underway. Rapid City War Eagles, they take it, and he's going to be downed almost immediately after a short kickoff, bringing him just past the Rapid City War Eagles 40-yard line. Officially, they're going to go ahead and mark him down at the 43. And that's going to lead out the War Eagles offense. And last week, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a rough start in that game, but the War Eagles were able to come out on top. They're 1-0 coming into this game with the Sting. Had to come back and win that game 24-22. Handoff right up the middle for the War Eagles. Has plenty of room. Handing that football is Darius Sylvester, number 11. He got that handoff from his quarterback, number 7, Matthew Bailey. And there's still bodies wrapped out down there on the grass. It looks like number 21 for the Sting, LaShawn Burdett, was one of the main men on that tackle. Multiple silver caps out on that play. Second down, halfway to go here for the War Eagles. Looking back to pass, finds a man wide open in the middle, makes a few Sting miss. Bringing it around, the Sting are able to swarm around him. Bringing him down at the Sting's 40-yard line. Nice little gain there for the Rapid City War Eagles. They're picking up right where they left off last week, wanting to begin with a bang. Again, Matthew Bailey, number 7, the quarterback for the War Eagles. Handing it off once again, this time to the near side, near our camera, finally brought down by number 32, Jordan Jones. Easty is what the Sting love to call him. He's the captain of your defense, at least one of them. Nice little stop there, only a gain of 2 for the War Eagles. Second and 8 now. Shotgun formation again here. And we're trying to get a clock stoppage here, trying to make sure everything's right. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if I seem to be pausing quite a bit. It's just a crew of 2 here for the Hive Network. My name is Cole Smith. Glad to be your play-by-play voice of the Mile High Sting. And joining me is Mr. Nick Archuleta. It's just a crew of 2. He is my cameraman doing an excellent job. This time a quick pass to the running back for the War Eagles. Plenty of room down the right side. The Sting have a hard time wrapping it up, and he gets room. That's going to be a touchdown, opening it up for the Rapid City War Eagles, 6-0. Number 25 on the carry for the Rapid City War Eagles. It's Ty Edwards, running back and also a cornerback for the Rapid City War Eagles. We'll see what he can do on defense as they get things switched around. And out comes the special teams unit now. And again, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the pause in action there. The War Eagles, they decided to go for a 2-point conversion. And I wasn't able to see the official line judge call. I believe the Sting did stop him short. It's going to be 6-0 now. Rapid City War Eagles, they score quickly. 12 minutes, 25 seconds down here on the official clock. Try to get things switched around here on your television screen clock. Make sure you guys have the right time. Again, thank you for joining us here on the Hive Network on MileHighStingFootball.com. The first ever broadcast on the Hive Network. Thank you for bearing with us as we figure out our kinks and try to get you the best broadcast possible. The Sting, they are down here early in this one. They got to climb back and get a score. They're going to have the return man out now. Ready to bring it up for the Sting is going to be number 14. Justice Atkins, excuse me. Number 14, receiver 2 here for the Mile High Sting. He's going to be joined by another member. And kicking it off for the Mile High Eagles, I believe we got number 93 out there for Rapid City, and that's going to be Jack Robinson, a tight end and defensive tackle. As we get everything back out on the field situated. Football teed up, ready to go here. 12 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock. Rapid City War Eagles, they're up 6-0 here in the first quarter. Here in beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota. The wonderful Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. Returned cleanly there at the 10-yard line for the Sting. He makes some room, finds some green grass around the left side. He's going to make a few. Eagles miss. Great job there from the Mile High Sting, and there's some dirty laundry out on the field. We'll see what the call is. Carrying that football for the Sting was number 23. Trey Williams, he's a cornerback for the Mile High Sting. Working out some special teams, showing off some speed, showing off the legs, making some great work. And it's going to be holding on the return team, thanks to our officials. And go ahead and give our officials out there, our head official, Joe Martin, our umpire, Seth Monsoon, head linesman, Jim Doyle, line judge, Jed Mazion, and our back judge, the birthday boy. And I'd like to give a quick shout out to him, Jordan Johnson, doing excellent work out there in the zebra stripes. The Sting brought back a little bit on that play thanks to a holding call on the return team. It's going to be just above their 31-yard line. Leading your Sting at quarterback is Malik Tollerson. They just call him Magic. Magic Tollerson, the captain of your Mile High Sting. Looking to pass right out of the gate, giving it to his running back. Makes a man miss. Nice move there, putting it on there. Number 1, Matisse Baca. Matisse, number 1, the running back for the Mile High Sting. Back in Arizona in week 1 earlier this year, he was the MVP. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them receiving, 1 rushing. looking to kick back on the Jets after the slight postponement in their season. The Sting happy to be back out on the field. We're happy to call this game. Magic back under center. Some motion from the receiver at the top of your screen. Handoff right up the middle. Powering through the Sting. Nearly getting to the first down marker. We'll see if they give it to him. The line judge marks it right there. And they do. It's first down, Mile High Sting. Big time motion there for the Mile High Sting. A lot of diversion, a lot of fancy tricks, but the War Eagles, they seem to be able to snuff it out, but not after a nice little gain still from the Sting. Number 1, Matisse Baca on the carry. 2nd and 4 now here for the Sting. Moving nicely on this opening drive. 10 minutes, 33 seconds and counting here on the scoreboard. 6-0, the Eagles still up top. First quarter moving nice and quickly here. That sun just in our faces, heating us up here. Nice, cool, 70 degrees here. Beautiful day for some summer football. Magic, he's directing his offense, looking for the right play. The War Eagles trying to set him up their own defense. Screen pass to the receiver on the closest side near us. Make some room, find some lines on the edge. Leveled as he gets out of bounds, and there's some heavy words there. Some fight left in these teams, and there's the flag. Just a little too much talking at the end of that play. Isaiah Bergner was the ball carrier on that play. They call him Woody. Absolutely hammered as he got taken out on the sidelines by the War Eagles, but he got up popping. Some conversation took place afterwards, however. The officials are deliberating. Clock did stop at 10 minutes to go here as the officials discussing what the final penalty is going to be. I'm sure they're wanting to figure out who that official call will be on. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Sting. It's going to be a loss of, I believe, 15 yards here. It's going to be first down still, however. Just first and a long one. Move the Sting back all the way to the midfield stripe. Lots of work to do, but the Sting, they're still moving downhill. First and 10 now for the Sting. On Rapid City, 49-yard line to be exact. Motion again now from the receiver. That's Justice Atkins. Magic handing it off. Giving it to his man, trying to spin out, and he does. Great move there from the Sting. But the War Eagles snuff him out behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss on that downs. And number 1, Teese, he's shaking up on the play coming up after that one. Had a nice little spin move to try to rip away from the War Eagles, but the Rapid City, they were just able to swarm around the tackle themselves. Great gang tackling there. Clock still counting. 9.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Magic, he's going to have to work his team now. A lot of ground to make up. 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 to be exact. Motion again. That's Atkins. Magic, he's looking to pass now. Looking deep. Nobody there. Looking for a wide open man on his right side, but just short of him. Armani Waters unable to track that football down, and Magic just a little bit underthrown. He's going to get that pass back, though. Magic, he's made those throws before. Armani Waters, number 3, the wide open man. Had green grass in front of him if he could reel that football in, but nonetheless, we'll shake it up, redo it all over again. 8 minutes, 56 seconds here on the clock. And a new formation now for the Mile High Sting. Magic, Appears to be all alone there in the backfield. We'll see if he calls the motion. War Eagles showing blitz. They back off. Magic, plenty of time. Had a man right over the middle. Thought maybe he could have lifted his hands to grab that football, but just over the helmet. It's going to be number 14, Justice Atkins. That was his intended receiver. It's third down now. No, we had a line down change there on the far end. It is now fourth down for the Mile High Sting. Fourth and a long one here. It does not appear that they're going to want to punt. They're going to go for it. Depend on the big boys up front. Round them off. We got Woods, Cortez, Suezo, Maxwell, and Iverson. Left to right there up front for your Mile High Sting. The big men leading the charge. Magic all alone. And it's a fake. It's a punt, but that punt straight up into the air. The Rapid City War Eagles, they call poison. They don't want to touch it, and they're going to get good field position on their own 40-yard line. They'll switch it up, and we'll switch it around. We'll go ahead and take a break ourselves on the Hive Network, get things situated. Thank you for sticking with us, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Hive Network. Thank you for bearing with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here in beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. Rapid City War Eagles, they begin the charge after a nice defensive stand, getting the football back. The Sting, they had a nice little drive there, but stalled out just as they reached the 50-yard line, and they give the football back just on the other end. Incomplete pass there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Rapid City War Eagles. Matthew Bailey again leading the War Eagles. And dirty laundry out on the field. Everything stopped before they could even get moving, and it's going to be false start. Push the War Eagles back here. 2nd and a little bit further. Wrap it up and start it all over again. The War Eagles showing a similar formation with 2 running backs next to number 7, Bailey. Confusion there. The Sting, they can take advantage, and that's the fumble. That's Sting football. Official word from the line judge, and there it is. The man in the white hat gives permission, and that's a turnover. The Mile High Sting defense gets the football back for their offense, and Magic finally can make something happen here. That drive stalled out just last time for the Sting. They couldn't quite get past the 50-yard line. Some penalties and a few mistakes here and there, but the Sting, they have momentum now. Down 6 points. They just need to score to tie this thing back up. It's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to be on the Rapid City War Eagles 22-yard line. Only a single receiver out there for the Sting. That's Atkins off the top of your screen. Magic with his low stance, handing it off right up the middle. Good push there from the offensive line, and the War Eagles, they eventually get him down, but not after a nice gain there. About 4 yards on the play. 2nd and halfway to go now for the Sting. Clock is rolling, less than 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sting moving now, 2nd and halfway to go. On the carry there, that was number 3, Armani Waters. Armani Waters, he had a wide open pass that was just short of him on the previous drive. Going to look to cash in some points. War Eagles stacking up the box. The Sting say bring it on. They run up the middle once again, trying to use Miguel Suezo, Willie Cortez, and Chase Maxwell, the big men up front, your right, left guard, center, and right guard. Nice little push there. Not quite past the 1st down marker there, however. 3rd and 3 to go. Clock continues to roll. 7.5 minutes to go. Magic looking to his head coach, Mr. Vonnie Davis. Trying to get the proper play out there. Sting, they can take advantage and get a nice score here. Ball's on the 15-yard line. The Sting in the red zone for the first time tonight. Run to the left side and stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Good muscling out there from the Rapid City War Eagles. Bit of a stalemate on the line in the grudge match in the trenches. Sting unable to sting through. Clock continues to roll. 6-0. The War Eagles still up top. It's 4th down now. The Mile High Sting, they send out their special teams unit, and out to kick is going to be number 82, Nick Brady. Nick Brady, a veteran to the semi-pro minor league football system. Used to play for the Mile High Roadrunners and also the Denver Outlaws. Now a member of the Mile High Sting. This kick just underneath the crossbar. It's going to be no good, and the Sting, they're going to have to go away with no points in the defense. They're going to have to get the football back after getting the fumble on the last drive to set up the Sting in good position. But now at least the War Eagles, they're pushed back. Score stays right where it's at. 6 minutes to go in this one. 6-0. The War Eagles up top. Your captains for the Mile High Sting on defense, number 29, C.J. Cephas, corner, and number 32, Jordan Jones, Eastie, number 32. He's already made some noise today. And also number 58, Craig Molina. And those are your defensive captains for the Mile High Sting. Handoff right up the middle there for the War Eagles, and the Sting quickly reached up to him at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. Not quite brought down. One of the main sticks on that stop was LaShawn Burdett, number 21, the middle linebacker for your Mile High Sting. On the carry for the War Eagles there, number 25, Ty Edwards. Matthew Bailey, high snap, but he brings it in. He's going to look to pass deep on this left side. He may have a man wide open just over the tips of his fingers. Number 17, Chandler Kerr. Great job by the Mile High Sting DBs to swarm around that receiver. He was wide open, but Sam Williams, they get around him quick, unable to break up that pass. It's incomplete there for the War Eagles. Again, ladies and gentlemen, glad to have you here, Rapid City, South Dakota. We're at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium, home of the Rapid City War Eagles, where the Mile High Sting visiting from a long travel from Denver, Colorado. That pass just short of the first down, and I believe he did step out of bounds. The line judge marks him at the 29-yard line, and according to the first down marker, that is going to be just a yard short. It's going to be 4th down here for the War Eagles. Imagine they go ahead and go for this. The offense has been moving relatively well. The Sting, they could step up the pressure, get another nice stop, set up the offense in good field position once again. Big moment here for the Sting, setting up as much as they can. You can see on the defensive line, trying to set up as many players as they can. Number 78, Chase Maxwell, big man up front. He's going to step in, but the Eagles, they're going to go ahead and keep that one. Matthew Bailey, the scrambler, getting just the extra yardage he need on that left near side. It's going to be a first down for Rapid City. And again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us on our clock. It's only a two-man crew here. My name's Cole Smith. Glad to be your play-by-play voice. And I have my producer/cameraman, Nick Archuleta, doing fantastic work, trying to handle as many jobs as he can and juggling anything he can. Back out on the field, nice little handoff there and a nice little gain for the War Eagles. Number 45 on that carry. That's going to be Kobe Bradford. Defensive end on my roster here, but he's not afraid to carry the football. Nice little gain there of about 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6 now for the War Eagles. First down gets them past the 50-yard line. Starts setting them up to go downhill, but the Sting, they're not budging. Great defense here to start out. They're making the Rapid City War Eagles work for it. Bailey looking back to pass, shuffling out to his left side, finds his man, and I believe he is shoved out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Good defense there from Trey Williams, number 23 of the Mile High Sting. The intended target on that play for the Rapid City War Eagles, number 24, Trevor Kerr. He's a receiver and corner. Just got a little too high on that grab. Thought he may have been able to come down with it, but shoved out of bounds. Great play recognition there from Trey. Matthew Bailey in the backfield again. High snap. He's going to take a step back. Steps up now. In trouble. He's going to be running around the Sting. They're swarming. Bailey finally finds his footing. Gets the pass out, and it's another incomplete pass. Broken up there by number 32, Easty. Jordan Easty Jones, the captain of your Mile High Sting. Flying hard to that football, making sure that pass didn't reach its target. And it is going to be fourth and relatively long one here, possibly 4th and 6. And the Sting, they're sending out their punt unit. They expect the Eagles to send this one away. Back to punt this football, number 93, Jack Robinson, the tight end defensive tackle. He's also been the place kicker for the Eagles. Back to return this one is number 23, Trey Williams for the Mile High Sting. He was the return man earlier for the Sting, brought it all the way up to the 45-yard line of the Mile High Sting, set his offense up with great field position. And the Eagles, they're trying to set up the proper formation, trying to make sure they get exactly what they want out there, the right looks. Good long snap there. That one's deep, sent away. Trey's going to receive that one at his 10-yard line. Finds some room on his right side. Sets up blockers. Has some room now. Finally at the 40-yard line. Wrestled down at the 45. And he was shoved out of bounds by, I believe, number 8 of the War Eagles. And number 8, he kind of fell hard into his sideline. That's going to be Justin Zabranik, receiver and outside linebacker. And he kind of fell hard into his bleachers and bench area. And we do have an injured man out on the field, and we'll go ahead and take a minute while they tend to him, make sure he's okay. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 6-0, 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to go here in South Dakota in the first quarter. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds. Thank you for listening to Mile High Sting Football on the Hive Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to O'Hara Stadium at Dunham Field. Number 17, Chandler Kerr. He was the injured, shaken up man on the play. He got up A-okay, though. He's going to take a minute on the sidelines, grab some water, reset himself, and we're back to football. Mile High Sting now with their third drive of the game. Deep pass now from Magic, trying to show off the skills, and it's just over the head of his receiver. Was right there looking for Hollywood Lorenzo Brown, number 4. He had definitely beat his man on that deep left side, and if he had that football in his hands, he could have turned on the Jets, but none matter. Bring it back, 2nd and 10 now for the Mile High Sting. 3 minutes, 52 seconds on the clock. The War Eagles still up on top. First quarter almost underway, and that sun finally dipping behind the clouds here, and we get a clear picture for you in O'Hara Stadium. And we do have a crowd here at Rapid City. Glad to see everybody here supporting the War Eagles and the Sting. 2nd and 10 now. Motion from that right to left side. DeMarco Bell, they call him skinny, and he's going to get the football. Finds some room. Tries to put out the stiff arm, but eventually wrestled down still. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 5, and there is dirty laundry on the field. It's in the Rapid City War Eagles sidelines. Well, not sidelines, on their back end of the secondary. We'll see what the official call is. turn our direction to the man in the white hat. That's going to be Mr. Joe Martin. We wait for a final call, and there it is, holding, and that's going to be on the Mile High Sting. It's going to move him back here. Unable to get a number here. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Our officials aren't mic'd up. Oh, okay, thank you. And that holding call was going to be on Lorenzo Hollywood Brown, number 4. Lead blocker out there for Skinny as he got that pitch out on that left side. Got about half the field, but now they lost it. It's second and a long one for the Mile High Sting. Magic, he's got some work to do, scouting out the offense and defense, making sure he has the right play, right personnel. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Hard pass right in the middle. Finds his man, then the tight end, number 45, Keandre Ellie. Third and short after the big gain for the Mile High Sting. Set him up here to reset the sticks. Magic, he's moving quickly, still all alone in the backfield. Skinny, he's trying to get the proper call here at the bottom of your screen. Magic, he's looking down, looking for Skinny, but he's brought down. It's a sack from the War Eagles. That's going to be number 91 on the sack, Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson, he's going to head out off the field for 4th down as the Sting, they switched out their own personnel. I believe the punt unit is going to come out here after this deep shot. 2 minutes, 49 seconds here on the clock. 6-0, the War Eagles on top. They're looking to receive the football once again here in the first quarter. Punt team is out there for the Mile High Sting on the 4th and long. And a short punt. That one's just going to be out to the left side, and it's squibbed almost. Touched finally down by the Mile High Sting, and they're not going to even have a chance to return it. The War Eagles, they're going to have some work to do, almost more than an 80-yard climb to get into their end zone. The Sting defense, they got to get the football back for their offense. They're still only down a score. This game still within striking distance. Only 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. A lot of football left to be played tonight, and it's been good so far. The Mile High Sting visiting from Denver, Colorado, in what's been a long break of football. They've spent almost 4 weeks since their last game in El Paso, where they did leave with some sour honey in their veins. Left with a loss to the Brawlers. They're looking to turn things around and get a win back in the win column, back on top. War Eagles looking to pass, rolling out to the left side's Bailey. Had his receiver in the hands, but just couldn't reel it in. That was number 12 on the play, his intended man. Number 12 for the War Eagles, that's Justin Taylor. Listed as a strong safety here on my sheet. War Eagles back in that similar formation we've seen so far to begin this night. 2nd and 10 now. Pitch out to the right side. He thinks he can find some green grass, but the Sting, they meet him early. It's only going to be a gain of roughly 4 yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 6 to go, if not longer. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 2-minute 03 mark, almost to that 2-minute mark here. We'll start the clock when everything gets rolling. There it goes, finally, at the 2-minute warning here in the first quarter. 3 quarters left to go. War Eagles back on top, trying to extend their lead as Bailey runs out to the left side. He's rushed by some multiple Sting, but he gets the football out to his receiver, number 2, Jared Hinman. Jared Hinman was almost wide open on that play, just past the first down sticks, and the War Eagles, they move it up. 1st and 10 now. It's going to be at their 32-yard line.
First down, War Eagles.
Bailey looking to pass again. Left side once again. That pass just quickly over the head and wasn't intercepted. Incomplete pass called from the line judge here. That pass was fired like a rocket to number 14, Brady Freeland, just over his head, and it bounced off of a Sting member, number 23, Trey Williams. Thought there may have been able to get a play on the ball for number 58, Craig Molina, but none matter. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Sting, they're going to have to wait for another opportunity to get another turnover. The Sting already with a fumble recovery in this game. Minute 19 to go. Bailey looking to pass, takes a deep step back in the pocket, just over the hands of his wide receiver, number 2 again, Jared Hinman. Bailey keeps looking for Hinman, looking for that 7-2 combo. A little bit more broken up there by the Mile High Sting, tightening up the defense as we near the end of this first quarter. Finally getting into a rhythm as both these teams. 3rd and a long one to go for Rapid City War Eagles. Sting sent 4 linemen looking up to get the pass, pressuring Bailey. He's deep in the pocket now. Hit as he gets rid of that football, and the pass almost perfectly on target again to Jared Hinman, of course, for the Rapid City War Eagles, and well past the first down marker, or even past the midline stripe, but there is dirty laundry on the field. We'll look to see what the call is. The flag came from the lines judge. That's going to be holding on the offense. It's going to be number 70 on the offense. That's Ryan Ovaka. And that brings the War Eagles back after the brilliant pass from Bailey. Trying to hit it to number 2, Jared Hinman. The Sting now with an excellent opportunity to get this football back, but the head referee blows it dead before anything gets rolling too quickly. And there's some confusion over there with the Mile High Sting head coach Vonnie Davis. And, of course, unable to hear the conversation over there. It appears to be confusion with where the chains are set up currently for the War Eagles. It's 3rd and a deep one, almost 3rd and 20 yards to go. And it appears that head coach Vonnie Davis is confused on maybe where the first down marker is, but none the matter, we're going to go ahead and take a few moments. No, we'll go ahead and keep it right here. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It appears everything's finally been figured out. We're ready to play some football again. Rapid City War Eagles, 3rd and a long one to go, almost a mile. Bailey, he's got some work. Matthew Bailey, he's going to be pressured by the Mile High Sting. He's deep in the pocket in the end zone. Dumps the football away just in time, and that pass is incomplete. Multiple Stings around multiple War Eagle receivers. And it believes there was contact before that football got there. Number 29, C.J. Cephas, the captain for your Mile High Sting, there to break up that play. It's going to be 4th and a long one. No flags called. Rapid City War Eagles, you do believe they are going to go ahead and punt it here. And they do send out their big man, 93, Jack Robinson, to punt this away. 23, Trey Williams back there for the Mile High Sting. We got 49 seconds left to go here on the clock. And again, thank you, Mr. Nick Archuleta, running double duty for me, running my clock and being my producer as well as my camera operator. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here in Rapid City, South Dakota to watch the Mile High Sting take on the Rapid City War Eagles in an excellent matchup to begin this CFL season. Second game only for the War Eagles, the third game for the Mile High Sting. Trey letting it bounce. He's going to set up his defenders. No flag. Oh, there it is finally for the block in the back, and he still has room. Trey Williams. He's all the way at the War Eagles 30-yard line, bringing it back down to the 25-yard line. Finally brought down. There is dirty laundry all the way back here where he returned the punt initially. I believe it's possibly going to be a block in the back on the Mile High Sting, and that is going to bring him back to where he caught the football. Clock stopped here in the first quarter with 20 seconds to go as we get everything situated, and I believe the Sting know exactly what's happening here as head coach Vonnie Davis is sending out his offense deep where the officials are standing on their own 35-yard line. And as we get the official lineage set up, it was a block in the back. The Mile High Sting, they're going to begin this drive on the 25-yard line, their own 25-yard line. And with 20 seconds here to go in the first quarter, the Mile High Sting will try to get at least one play off here, maybe even run the clock down, go ahead and get us into the second quarter. Magic sending his receiver in motion near us, handing it off right up the middle. Not getting near as good of a push as they have gotten all night. The War Eagles almost ready for that one, stopping him at the line of scrimmage. I believe they are still going to give him a gain of roughly a yard. 2nd and 9 now for the Mile High Sting. And the clock is rolling here. 10 seconds to go. We'll see what head coach Vonnie Davis wants to do, or if the team would just like to let the clock run out. And it appears that is what they're going to go ahead and do. And after the first quarter, it's 6-0. The Rapid City War Eagles, they're leading here at home over the Mile High Sting, the visitors that have traveled far from Denver, Colorado. The Sting, they're going to switch sides, and they'll begin the football here in the second quarter. They got some ground to make up before the end of the first half, and we'll be back ourselves in 30 seconds. You're listening to Mile High Sting Football on the Hive Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Mile High Sting Football on the Hive Network here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium in Rapid City, South Dakota. The Mile High Sting, after a long hiatus of no football, they're back at it. 1-1, they're trying to get back in the win column here against the War Eagles that have just begun their season 1-0 last week against Sioux Falls. Quick receiver screen out of below the line of scrimmage. It's going to be an incomplete pass. The ball did go forward. Luckily for the Mile High Sting, they'll get a redo here. It's going to be 3rd and roughly 9 to go. Welcome here to the second quarter, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Cole Smith. Glad to have you here on the Hive Network on MileHighStingFootball.com. Thank you so much for joining us for a beautiful night of football. Here joined by my fantastic crew of one, running multiple jobs as my producer, my cameraman, my statistician. He's cracking his back. He's doing everything he can to stay loose. Mr. Nick Archuleta, thank you so much for helping us make sure we could bring Mile High Sting football to the people. Quarterback for your Mile High Sting, Magic Tollerson. He's the captain, one of the captains for your offense here in the Mile High Sting. He's trying to generate as much offense as he can. He's had some help from Armani Waters and Matisse Baca. Magic looking to scramble, but finally brought down, and it's another sack from the War Eagles. Multiple birds on that call there for the official sack. We'll wait for the final call and the official numbers. But that's Magic going down for the Mile High Sting, and it's going to be 4th and a long one. And the Mile High Sting, they are going to go ahead and send out the punt team. Returning for the War Eagles, it appears we got number 22. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. That's Ty Edwards, a running back and corner for your Rapid City War Eagles. There is no 22 on the Rapid City War Eagles roster. I apologize. And that punt way out to the right side, and the War Eagles aren't even going to have a chance to return this punt. They've only returned one punt so far. The Mile High Sting not letting that special teams unit get any extra yardage that they don't want to give up. The Mile High Sting defense, they're going to come back out onto the field, and they've been led by number 23, Trey Williams, and number 32, Jordan Jones Easty, both highlighting this game extremely well, flying fast, flying hard to the football, giving their defense juice and boosting them up as much as they can. The defense keeping the Sting in this one. They kept the score from the War Eagles down to just 6 points. The War Eagles have had multiple opportunities to score. And just like this one, the War Eagles, they find some room. That's number 2 on the run. That's Jared Hinman. Jared Hinman for the War Eagles. He's been another highlight in the purple and black. Matthew Bailey and Jared Hinman seem to have a nice combination there, getting the football back and forth with each other. 2nd and short now for the War Eagles. Bailey looking to pass, takes a massive step back again, trying to give himself much time as possible, and it's well worth it. Number 25 there for the War Eagles has plenty of room, just powering through for Rapid City, Ty Edwards.
First down for the War Eagles. Matthew Bailey complete to Ty Edwards.
Massive gain there for the Rapid City War Eagles. They're going to have the football on the Mile High Sting's 14-yard line. No, excuse me, they're even going to place it on the 13-yard line, and we have a timeout called from the Mile High Sting. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds ourselves. The War Eagles, they're up over the Mile High Sting, 6-0. 12 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the second quarter on the Hive Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota, the home of the Dakota War Eagles, but you're listening to the Hive Network, the home of your Mile High Sting. They're down in this one by 1 score, and they're pushed with their backs against the wall. Rapid City War Eagles, they're looking to add another score here. The Mile High Sting, they've been an absolute unit and unstoppable up to this point. The War Eagles finally making some room in their red zone, but the Mile High Sting, as I say that, prove me wrong, and they get a nice stop there at the line of scrimmage. Dirty laundry on the play. It appears that it is going to be holding on the offense, and there is the line judge moving the football back. That football moved back very far, almost 15 yards. It's going to be first and very long here for the Rapid City War Eagles as they got some room to do. Just pushed out of the red zone, right on the edge now. Bailey looking to pass deep over the center, looking in the end zone. Is intended man number 2, that's Jared Hinman. Just over the tips of his fingers, however, multiple Mile High Sting defenders surrounding him, not allowing that football to find the basket. Almost 6 points there for the War Eagles as they take to the sky. Not working that time as the Sting hold air superiority. Second and extremely long now. 12 minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the first half. Bailey looking to pass, takes a step back. Couple more steps back, rolling out to his right side now under pressure. Finally gets the football out. Bobbled bringing in that pass. Finally tucking it in is number 25. That's going to be Ty Edwards for the War Eagles. Bobbled that pass as it got brought into him. Bounced off his chest just a little bit. Was able to reel it in, however. Good ball control there for the War Eagles. Nice little gain that brings him back almost to their initial line of scrimmage. It's third and a long one still. Third and almost 12 yards to go. 12 minutes and rolling here. Motion there for the War Eagles finally. Bailey still looking to that right side. Finds number 2, but just past his fingers. Jared Hinman, the intended receiver once again. Another incomplete pass. It's fourth and long now. I believe Rapid City is going to try to get some points out of this drive, whether it's the field goal attempt or even a one last dash attempt towards the end zone. They still can get the first down. That marker, it's going to be on the Mile High Sting's third downage line. 3rd-yard line, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Having a hard time talking today. Had a long drive. The Mile High Sting coming here from Denver, Colorado early this morning. 4 a.m. is when they left Denver to get here in South Dakota, ready to play this football game. Bailey deep on the crossfield pass, nearly intercepted by the Sting. Number 29, C.J. Cephas, and number 33 on that play for the Mile High Sting. 33, Eddie Johnson. Eddie the Eagle Johnson. Unable to reel that in, but the Mile High Sting, they get the turnover on downs. The football is back in Magic and the offense's hands. A lot of work here to go here now for your Mile High Sting. Ball is placed on their 15-yard line. Magic, the lone man in the backfield. He asked for a motion from Teese. Teese, he's going to join him at his left side. War Eagles showing blitz, but back off now. The War Eagles, they do send the blitz, and rightfully so, as it appears the Mile High Sting tried to just get a quick run up the middle with their quarterback, Magic. Just a gain of a couple there. It's going to be 2nd and 8 now. 11.5 minutes to go here in the first half. That clock is rolling. Sting bunched up here. Only one receiver at the bottom of your screen. They're not going to use him. Trying to find some room on that right side. And number 3, Armani Waters on the carry. Tried to lower his shoulder and help his offensive lineman move just a little bit forward. Unable to get that extra yardage, however. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now for your Mile High Sting. 10 minutes, 40 seconds and rolling. Armani Waters, he's been a bit of a powerhouse tonight. Taking the rushes, taking the receptions, doing whatever he can to help this Sting football team get a dub. And shout out to the big men up front for the Mile High Sting, laying down a force and opening up big holes for the running game. Magic. Nice pass there. Oh, just off the tips of his fingers. Number 81, Marcus Clift, the tight end for your Mile High Sting. That football hit him in the hands. He's got to reel that one in. That would have been a beautiful first down there. Beautiful pass there from Magic. He's going to look to get that one again on the next drive. The Sting, they're sending out their special teams unit now. And ladies and gentlemen, by the way, punting for your Mile High Sting, that's going to be number 24, Robert Baca. He's actually a corner also for your Mile High Sting. And returning for your War Eagles, we got number 21, Tyrell Pierce, and we got number 1, Jordan Darshawn, returning for the War Eagles. Two-man return team. The Mile High Sting, they've kept the football away from them, and rightfully so, it appears, because the Sting, they don't want to just let any unnecessary yardage away, especially with how good the War Eagles offense has been moving tonight. They don't want to create any more troubles for the defense that they don't want to have to deal with to begin with. The defense has been holding strong. They have held the War Eagles to just one score, and the War Eagles have had multiple opportunities in the Sting red zone, and the Sting just aren't giving up anything. High praise for the Mile High Sting defense on this opening endeavor after 3 weeks of almost no football. And open grass right up the middle for the War Eagles. A big gain there. He had plenty of room. That's number 11 for your War Eagles. That's Darius Sylvester, running back and corner for the Rapid City. And the Rapid City, they're going to take advantage, moving quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trying to take advantage of the Sting, possibly on their heels here. Handing it off once again to Sylvester, number 11. Spinning around, finally gets a big gain, roughly halfway there to the first down marker. It's 2nd and 5 now. We'll see how fast the War Eagles want to move. They do make a couple changes. War Eagles moving quickly here. The Sting got to get back on point. Bailey looking deep again towards the end zone, just over his hands. Looking for the breadbasket, and unfortunately we do have a Sting down on the far edge of the field here in the end zone. May have pulled something chasing after that receiver on that play. Looks to appear we have multiple Sting injured. We got head coach Vonnie Davis going to check him out. And we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break ourselves. It's 9 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. The Rapid City War Eagles, they lead over your Mile High Sting 6-0, but the Sting, they're holding strong on defense. We'll be back in a moment with more Mile High Sting football on the Hive Network. Hello and welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota, home of the Rapid City War Eagles. Sorry for the delay in coming back here. The Mile High Sting had a player that they had to carry off the field. Hope everybody is okay and hope everyone is playing safe out there. Love to see summer football and we love to see the physicality. We just want to see everybody go home safely.
Fourth down, War Eagles.
Apologize there for the sirens coming by here. As we get things going, just a little bit of a celebration here for some summer football on the Rapid City War Eagles and the Mile High Sting. 8 minutes, 36 seconds here to go, left to go here in the first half, I should say. The War Eagles, they lead 6-0, but the Sting, the defense has been strong. They haven't given up any extra scores, and that's not to say the War Eagles haven't tried. They have had multiple opportunities in the red zone, but the Mile High Sting stand strong, and they keep the hive whole. And we do have a turnover on downs, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fourth down attempt from the Rapid City War Eagles. Turnover, and that is going to be Mile High Sting football. They begin this drive on their own 28-yard line. And I believe there is going to be a false start. That's going to move them back another couple yards here before we get things rolling on this next drive. Let's try that again. First and a long one now. First and almost 15 for the Mile High Sting. Big receiver bunch at the bottom of your screen here. Magic, he's looking down at it. No, he's not going to take it. Takes the handoff, just going right up the middle himself. A wildcat formation almost for the Mile High Sting there. And carrying that football wasn't even Magic. That was number 2, Isaiah Bergner. We call him Woody over here on the Mile High Sting.
Isaiah Woody on the run. Second down, Mile High Sting.
Woody, he's just going to take the snap again. Wildcat here for the Mile High Sting. Bounces off, rolling off the back, almost like the water off of a duck. Finally wrestled and thrown out of bounds from the Rapid City War Eagles. Seemed to be a little unnecessary as Woody was already stepped out on the white line, and head coach Vonnie Davis is upset.
Run by the Mile High Sting. Isaiah Woody.
And now it appears that we do have a Rapid City War Eagle down on the ground. We'll go ahead and give him a minute to wrap up, and it appears that we do have some dirty laundry on the field that needs to be situated, and we'll go ahead and give everybody 30 seconds. We'll take it ourselves. 8 minutes, 16 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Mile High Sting, they're still only down by 1 score here in Rapid City, South Dakota on the Hive Network. Hello. Yep. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota, home of the Rapid City War Eagles, where they're hosting your Mile High Sting. And on that play, lots of confusion. 2 offsetting penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct from both sides, offset each other, and we're just going to reset everything. 1st and 10, Mile High Sting with the football, and we do have Magic back out there on the field. Of course, before, it was Isaiah Bergner. We call him Woody. He was in the Wildcat formation for the Sting, and very interesting to see there. The Sting were moving the football rather effectively. Magic changing something up See something he doesn't like. Receiver screen on the far side of your screen here to number 6. That's Skinny. Completed pass. That's good for a little bit of a gain there for the Mile High Sting. Halfway there now. It's 2nd and 5. The Sting, they're moving quickly to the football now. They might have the War Eagles on their heels. The Sting, they've had a hard time offensively getting downhill with the football. They have had an opportunity in the red zone this first half, just once, though, so far. Looking to get back in there again. A flag on the play as Magic gets the handoff to number 1. That's Tease Baca. And Matisse might have gotten that first down, but to no avail. We'll see what the call is and if it's on the white. And we're hearing from our PA announcers up here in the stadium. Thank you, by courtesy of the Rapid City War Eagles. An illegal shift on the Mile High Sting. Setting him back here. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 10 yards to go, maybe 11, as they place that football just a yard past that edge marker. Magic, he's all alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looking deep, rolling out to his left side, trying to escape pressure, and he's unable to do it. Finally brought down by the War Eagles. That's another sack. And that's number 52 on that play, Bryson Parker, middle linebacker for the Rapid City War Eagles. Sticks him hard, and he wasn't the only one putting pressure on him, but he is the one to bring Magic down. 3rd and almost, I want to say 17 yards, almost 16 yards on this play. The Mile High Sting, they've got a long ways to fly here to get that first down. And this is what we've been talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The offense just having a hard time every time they get to that mid-stripe. The defense, however, keeping them in it, playing some hard physical football. It's been an excellent matchup for us tonight. Good defensive football, both sides. 3rd and a long one now for Magic, and I believe he is going to go ahead and pass this. He's checking up the play. Going up to the backup, screen pass out to the right side, finally makes some grass, but unable to get past the War Eagle defenders. That's going to be 19, Sean Young for the Mile High Sting. Brought down by number 52, Bryce Parker. And it's going to be a 4th down and a long one for the Mile High Sting. We'll see what they want to do. Magic is still out there talking with head coach Vonnie Davis, trying to get a play set up. We have seen the fake punt so far from the Mile High Sting. We'll see what they want to do here. And we got a timeout officially called for the Mile High Sting. That's going to be their 2nd of the half. 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go. They want to think about it. The War Eagles, they're up 6-0 on the Mile High Sting. We'll be back with more Mile High Sting football on the Hive Network. Hello again. Welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota. My name's Cole Smith. Glad to be here and glad to be the voice of your Mile High Sting for the 2021 season. Joined by my friend and colleague, Mr. Nick Archuleta, running multiple jobs for me tonight and bringing you this beautiful broadcast. Here at a beautiful stadium, Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium, as the Mile High Sting get this punt off on the deep 4th down. And, of course, the Rapid City War Eagles, they aren't going to be able to return it as the Sting keep it away from him, and it was an excellent job there from the special teams. Props to Coach Brent Brady, special teams coach for the Mile High Sting. Pushing the War Eagles back. They got quite a bit of field to get past now, and with how well the Mile High Sting defense has been playing, that's definitely to their benefit. A turnover would help exceptionally for the Mile High Sting offense as they could go ahead and get decent field position. Once again, we've already seen One fumble recovery from the Mile High Sting was off of a botched snap of the Rapid City War Eagles. We'll see if the Sting can put enough pressure on to get that football back. Nice pressure there for him, the Sting, and he's going to meet the running back at the line of scrimmage, and they are going to lose yards. Loss of almost 4, if not 5 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 15 now for the Rapid City War Eagles. Good stop there for the Mile High Sting. Matthew Bailey still at quarterback for your Rapid City War Eagles. Quick running back screen, and it was passed just short. Looking for his man, number 11, Darius Sylvester. Sylvester had an excellent time running the football on the last drive for the War Eagles. Had a big breakout run, almost a 15, 20-yard gain. Set up his Rapid City War Eagles in excellent position. And we do have a whistle on the play, and another injured War Eagle out there on the field. And it appears we are going to go ahead and give him 30 seconds to figure out what's going on. We'll be back here at Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium in Rapid City, South Dakota in just a moment. The Rapid City War Eagles, they lead over the Mile High Sting 6-0 here on the Hive Network. And we're back here in Rapid City, South Dakota, ready to kick off action again. And that injured War Eagle was number 7, Matthew Bailey. The Eagles are going to have to manage with their backup quarterback now behind center. Doing okay that time. A nice little run there from their running back, number 11, Darius Sylvester. It is going to be 4th and halfway to go for the Rapid City War Eagles. The Sting doing an excellent job once again on defense, getting that stop. Less than 4 minutes to go here in the first half. The Sting, they are sending out their return man, number 23, Trey Williams. The War Eagles, they do appear to be in punt formation. Number 93, Jack Robinson, out there to send it off. Looking to make sure they have enough players out there on the field. Nice snap, and the punt is away. Another great one there from the defensive tackle. That one takes a nice little bounce there. Hops into the hands of number 32, Easty. Easty brought down, however, very quickly, just past their own 40-yard line. We'll see where they officially mark it. It's going to be at the 42 of the Mile High Sting as we get things switched around, and Magic will come back out there for the Mile High Sting. The Sting, they're still only down 1 score in this game. Very manageable thanks to the Mile High Sting defense doing everything they can to get this football back. They would just like a little bit of help from their offense now, get some kind of points on the board and get rid of this goose egg. 1st and 10, Mile High Sting begin this drive on their own 42-yard line. Magic, the lone man in the backfield. Looking to his left. Back to the right. Nice pass over there to number 19, Sean Young. Brings it into his body with the hands. Finally stopped just past the first down marker, bringing it all the way past the War Eagles' 45-yard line. Excellently said by our PA announcer. Flock of War Eagles on that one. Motion there from the Sting. Back out closest to us for a receiver screen, and he caught that pass with his knees on the ground. The intended receiver, number 4, Lorenzo Hollywood Brown for the Mile High Sting.
Second down, Mile High Sting. The completed pass was by Hollywood.
Second and some work to do now for Magic and his Sting. Trying to get the proper play from head coach Vonnie Davis, the offensive coordinator and head coach for your Mile High Sting. Looking for a deep pass on this left side, nearly intercepted by the War Eagles. Acting like a ball hawk on that play for the War Eagles was number 9, Jalen Thomas, a strong safety, also a running back for the War Eagles. Nearly brought that one in just off the tips of his fingers. Magic, it appeared that he was looking for either Lorenzo Brown or possibly even Justice Atkins, number 14, closer on this side of the screen for you on that last play in the Mile High Sting. Sting looking to get some kind of points on the board before they head into halftime. This game still within manageable distance thanks to some excellent play from the Mile High Sting defense. And the Sting sticking with their formation, leaving Magic alone in the backfield. Rapid City War Eagles, they show blitz multiple times, don't always take it. Here it is, screen out to that right side, just behind his receiver. He's going to have to pick up the play, no whistle. Sean Young wrapping up that football and bringing it out to the edge sideline, and there's a flag after the play from the head referee. We'll see what the call is. And I believe that was just the football. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Flag on the play by the War Eagles. 4th and 1. Mile High Sting.
And that flag is going to be called on the War Eagles. It's going to reset the sticks for the Mile High Sting. A little bit of a lucky break on that one as they were in a bit of trouble of losing the football. Less than 2 minutes to go. The Sting need to move quickly to erase this goose egg here on the scoreboard, and I believe we do have a timeout. It's going to be the third one called from the Mile High Sting so far in this first half. 1 minute, 47 seconds to go. The Mile High Eagles, the Dakota Rapid City War Eagles leading the Mile High Sting 6-0 here in the first half. 1 minute, 47 seconds left to go, and it's been a good one, ladies and gentlemen. All defense so far from both sides. Playing fantastically well, and again, thank you so much for the War Eagles for allowing us to be here and calling this game. The Mile High Sting traveling quite the distance this morning. Had to take off at 4 a.m. from Denver, Colorado to get here in time for this football game. Got here plenty of time to grab some lunch, grab some grub, and get ready for some football on a beautiful night here in South Dakota. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the Hive Network, home of your Mile High Sting. My name is Cole Smith, and joined by Mr. Nick Archuleta, who is running our camera as our producer. He's doing a little bit of everything. Big shout out to him, helping me keep this broadcast straight. Thank you so much for joining us on MileHighStingFootball.com. You'll be able to find all of our games here in the future at this location. Just click on the button, buy that pay-per-view, $1 stream. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate all the support you give us on the Mile High Sting. And it appears that Magic, along with his fellow Sting, are ready to swarm past the War Eagles, possibly get some 6 points up here on the scoreboard with only 1 minute 47 seconds left to go in the first half. The Sting want to take some momentum into that second half where they will receive the kickoff. Magic Looking back to the receiver screen on that bottom left side, bringing it to number 14. He stays on his feet. Nothing touched the ground. He's still on his feet. No whistle yet. Finally wrestled down is Justice Atkins. Number 52 for the War Eagles on that play, bringing him down. That's Bryce Parker. That sets the Sting back after the running around from Justice Atkins. He thought he may have been able to slip those War Eagles and get back to that initial line of scrimmage, but none matter. He's swallowed up from behind. Second and a long one now for Magic. Multiple running backs next to him. And we got Magic checking out of his play, making sure everything's set and the right personnel are out there for the Sting. Handoff right up the middle. Hard hit trying to get past the War Eagles. Driving the legs and some hard-earned yards there for the Mile High Sting. It's going to be third and roughly 11 yards to go after that hard run. Isaiah Bergner on that hard carry. Magic, he's going to look to pass. Looking deep in the center of the field, just over the tips of his receiver's fingers. It appears that actually may have been the tight end, number 81, Marcus Clift, the intended man on that play. It's going to be fourth and a long one now for the Mile High Sting, and with only 15 seconds left to go in the first half, you'd imagine the Mile High Sting might go ahead and give it the old college try, get this goose egg off the scoreboard. 6-0, still a manageable score, even if they can't get it going into this end of first half. The Sting would like to go ahead and begin things new, however, not have to start at the bottom and climb their ways all the way to the top. Clock will roll as soon as Magic spikes this or takes this handoff. And just before the snap, the official calls the flag. And it's going to be a false start on the offense. That's going to set him back before we can get rolling here with this last 15 seconds and what quite possibly could be the last play here for the Mile High Sting offense before we send it into halftime. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. My name, Cole Smith, joined by Nick Archuleta. I'll be the voice of your Mile High Sting in the 2021 season in their inaugural CFL campaign. Honored to be here and joining you. 15 seconds to go. Magic takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Takes a deep drop back. Whipping it out to the right side. Just past his receiver. Looking for number 45, Keandre Ellie. It's going to be incomplete and a turnover on downs for your Mile High Sting. Slightly disappointing there that the Sting couldn't quite get rid of the goose egg. But with only 10 seconds left to go, it's not a lot of work here for the Mile High Sting defense to just keep this score exactly where it's at, and you can begin this second half anew if you're the Mile High Sting. At quarterback for your War Eagles, it is Bailey. He's back out there after being shaken up on that last drive, trying to make a last-ditch effort to get something on the board here for the Eagles. The Sting defense swallow them up and keep them in bounds as well. There is a flag on the play. We'll go ahead and see what the call is. There's triple zeros on the clock. We'll see if the flag is enough to give them at least one more play. And the penalty was on the Mile High Sting. Pass interference. Thank you, Mr. Nick. Illegal contact there, and the penalty does appear to be declined, and that is going to end the first half. And that score leaves our score right where it's at. The Rapid City War Eagles, they lead over the Mile High Sting with one score, and they were able to get that score early on their first drive. The Sting just caught a little bit on their heels, but ever since then, it's been all defense. Just a pure defensive takeaway game for the Mile High Sting. It's been very impressive to watch, and it's been led by your captains for your Mile High Sting, CJ Cephas, Jordan Easty Jones, and we're going to even give a shout out to number 23, Trey Williams, absolutely being ball hawks out there for the Mile High Sting and keeping this game within striking distance for their offense. Watch out for the Rapid City War Eagles, though. They were able to pick up the pace last week in their second half, and they'll try to do the same thing here when they come out into the third quarter. And, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it for our first half. We'll be back in just a few moments. There's 14 minutes, 14 seconds left on the clock. Don't go anywhere. We got more Mile High Sting football for you just around the corner here in South Dakota at O'Hara Stadium. Hello and welcome back to the Hive Network, where you are listening to Mile High Sting Football. My name is Cole Smith, glad to be here and glad to be your voice of the Mile High Sting for the 2021 campaign. I'm joined by my technical crew here, Mr. Nick Archuleta, doing a fantastic job running and being my producer, as well as my camera operator. We are in beautiful South Dakota, Rapid City, Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium, home of the Rapid City War Eagles, where the Mile High Sting, after a 3-4 week hiatus of football, are back at it, and they're back out on the field. Earlier today, it was about a 75-degree day, nice and sunny, nice and hot. Now, all of a sudden, we're back down to a nice, cool, chilly 72 degrees. Little couple clouds out there in the sky, but nothing to be worried about, and we're ready for more football. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're having some technical difficulties. Get the camera up and running for you. The Mile High Sting, they are going to return their football after kicking off in the first half. Then the Mile High Sting, they are down 6-0. Only one score to get back into this one from the War Eagles. And we got a little bit of a climb to go now for the Mile High Sting and their quarterback, Malik Tollerson, ladies and gentlemen, as we get all of our notes and everything back situated here for the second half of football. And the Rapid City War Eagles, they kick it off, and we're ready to wrap things up. Only 2 quarters left to go, 30 minutes here, and the Mile High Sting let that kickoff go out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty for the Rapid City War Eagles, and the Sting, they'll begin once again with relatively decent field position on this opening drive here in the second half. Leading out the Mile High Sting, as we said, it's Malik Tollerson. But over down in the Mile High City, we call him Magic. He's one of the captains for your offense here. And of other captains is going to be number 74, Devontae Woods, the left tackle. We call him Big Country over for the Mile High Sting. And the Sting, they begin this opening second half drive on their own 35-yard line, moving left to right. The Sting in all whites, wearing with the black and silver trim and the silver helmets. The Rapid City War Eagles wearing the purple tops, black bottoms with black and white trim. Number 74. Handoff on the left side. Big stick there. Both War Eagles and Sting meeting each other hard, lowering the shoulders. Sends both players to the ground. Both of them shaken up, and the Rapid City War Eagles maybe even is shaken up just a little bit more on that play. And they're going to have to send out the coaching staff to make sure he's okay. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds ourselves as players take a knee, and we're just getting things started here. 14 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Rapid City War Eagles, they're on the defensive side as the Stinger, they begin. They're having a hard time moving the football so far in this game offensively. It's been all defense from both sides, and the War Eagles moving quickly, getting players off and on the field. Ready to go here, ready for more football, and there is dirty laundry on the play. Waiting to see what the word is, and I believe our head referee, Mr. Joe Martin, is talking with Mr. Vonnie Davis. Head coach Vonnie Davis of the Mile High Sting, trying to get everything situated. Maybe the flag got picked up there. No call appears. Although the Sting are going to begin with a 5-yard deficit here from their initial line of scrimmage. It's going to be roughly 1st and 15 now. And big thank you to our PA announcers here. Illegal motion on the Mile High Sting. Another motion here. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. One of them skinny. Receiver screen, number 6, and there he is. DeMarco Bell, skinny, but he's wrestled down almost immediately. Rapid City War Eagles swarm into that one. Flocking to that play, I should say. Sting, they got a long way to go now. Second and roughly 15 yards here. First down marker is all the way at their 45-yard line. Magic, he's going to look to pass, looking to the left side as he rolls out there, finally reaching up, can't quite bring it in, looking for his receiver, DeMarco Bell. That's skinny once again. Incomplete pass. It's going to be, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, as we're having a hard time with our down markers. It is going to be third down now for the Mile High Sting as a couple changes come onto the field. One of those changes is going to be number 12. Dakota Pitts. Dakota Pitts, he's a rookie to this team, just now joining the Mile High Sting and helping out with this 2021 campaign. Magic, he's all alone out there in the backfield, trying to get some motion from Justice Atkins. Getting motion from multiple receivers. That's Pitts going out there into the slot. No, apologize, he's out there on the just edge of the slot. Looking to do a deep pass, almost finds Pitts, and that's intercepted, going the other way for the War Eagles. 10-5, touchdown, Rapid City, and a quick score there for the War Eagles. Believe on the interception there, that was number... believe the intercepting man there was number 25, Ty Edwards. Running it back all the way for the pick six. And the War Eagles, they are going to go for a two-point conversion here. 13 minutes, 6 seconds to go. It's 12-0 now. War Eagles looking to make it 14-0, a full two-score game. Handoff right up the middle, but the Sting saw it immediately. Read it and broke it down. No conversion on this try. Score stays right where it's at. 12-0 now for the War Eagles. The Sting just a little bit more of a hill to climb here in the second half. They find themselves down once again. The offense, they'll get the ball back, reset the downs, and they'll get to try again. Magic, just a little bit of an overthrown pass on that last one, throwing the interception. Magic, though, a good quarterback, and he's going to bounce back here on this next drive for the Mile High Sting. We get things reset here. Again, 13 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Out to kick this one off for the Rapid City War Eagles. It's going to be number 93, Jack Robinson. Number 93, he's a tight end and defensive tackle here listed on my roster. He's been booting it all night. He's got an iron leg himself. Number 1, Matisse Baca, back to receive for the Mile High Sting. Number 23, Trey Williams, also back there to receive for the Mile High Sting. Robinson looking ready to boot this football away. Whistles finally go, and we're all set. Another good kick here. The Stinger is going to return this one at his about 15-yard line. It's going to be a fumbled reception there. Retains possession, getting it back. Trey Williams trying to find an edge onto the left side. Couldn't find a green wave to get around. And there's lots of flags out there on the play. Lots of talking there on the far sideline for the Mile High Sting and the War Eagles. Hard hit laid down there at the bottom of your screen. I don't know if anybody saw it there. And that call is going to be on the return team. Unnecessary roughness.
Unnecessary roughness against Mile High Sting.
And we'll get to run it all back over here again for the Mile High Sting. Malik Tollerson, Magic, he's going to come out here again, trying to wipe away that last interception he threw that came back all the way for a pick six. The Mile High Sting, they can get back in this one with a nice score here on this drive. They'll have to begin, however, on their own 14-yard line. Lots of yardage here to make up for the Mile High Sting. Sting looking to crash up the middle. They're handing it off to number 1, Teese. Teese unable to find a bunch of room, and he's finally stopped about 4 yards short of the first down, and we got more flags after the play. Go down the field, see what the commotion is. Lots of flags here to begin this second half. And a face mask called on the defense for the War Eagles. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Sting. Wind starting to pick up here in South Dakota, just coming from this left side of your screen at the back of the Sting. 12 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as the night has creeped up upon us. We got Saturday night football underneath the lights. Glad to have you here as the Mile High Sting have traveled far to South Dakota to take on the Rapid City War Eagles. Great matchup so far, full of defense if you're a defensive-minded person and love that game that is football. Nice little runnage there, a gain of roughly 3, maybe even 4 yards on that play. And the Sting, they're going to move quickly after that gain. It's going to be second down and roughly 8 yards to go. Multiple running backs out there for the Sting. Magic, he's not going to use them. Quick pass to the left, and it's another interception. Going back the other way, he's kind of holding that football loose, and that is number 25 again for the Rapid City War Eagles, Ty Edwards. He took the last one back for a pick six, and now it's up to the Mile High Sting to keep it up to just 0 points as they already have led up another score here in the second half. The Eagles up 12-0. And it appeared to be just a quick read from Magic there as he released that football, and you could see his reaction just as he released it. And Ty Edwards just read that play all the way. An excellent defense there from the Rapid City War Eagles. And here's another good play on the offense. Handing up right up the middle to their running back. And this is what we were worried about, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, the Rapid City War Eagles were able to come back and fight hard in the second half and had a comeback win over the Fargo Invaders. 22-20 was the final score in that game. Rapid City handoff right up the middle, this time to Darius Sylvester. He's been the bell cow back for the War Eagles so far tonight. Hard running there from Sylvester. War Eagles moving pretty now. Second and third to go. Fake pitch out to the right side, but Bailey has nowhere to go. He's just going to slide down at the line of scrimmage. It's still going to be third down here. Not going to take any unnecessary hits so far late in this game. He went down hard earlier in the first half. Doesn't want to aggravate any injuries. Third and a bit longer now for the Rapid City War Eagles. Staying a good opportunity here to get this football back for their offense. Handoff right up the middle, and I believe he may have gotten enough for the first down. We'll see where the line judge officially marks him. And it is going to be 4th and inches. Thank you for the PA man up here. Darius Sylvester on that carry, unable to get it past that first down marker. The War Eagles, they're going to give it a shot. Talons and Stingers ready. Here's the fight. Pushes hard, and I believe he may have gotten the first down. And the War Eagles do, in fact, get the first down. resets the sticks here, and the Sting, they're going to have to fight back hard to get that third down conversion. Looking to pass is Bailey. Bailey on that right side. His receiver is hit immediately as he catches that football. On the stick there for the Sting is number 21. That's going to be LaShawn Burdette, middle linebacker for your Mile High Sting. Just a gain of roughly 4, maybe 5 yards on that play. Second and halfway to go now for Rapid City. Bailey handing it off. No, he keeps the football. No, he did hand it off. Great play action there from the War Eagles. Still finds room. He's on his feet. His backup finally pushed out to the sidelines. Not after getting close to that first down marker, however. They may have gotten the first down. If not, it's definitely 3rd and inches. The Mile High Sting finally brought back to the point on their heels a little bit. Nothing that they haven't faced before, however. The Sting were able to come back in the first half, hold the War Eagles to 0 points, even when they were traveling into the red zone. 1st and goal now for Rapid City. Sticks have been laid down. No resetting here. Bailey, he decides to keep it and trying to find something to happen up the middle. Brought down by multiple Stings. Swarmed around him quickly. 2nd and goal now. Roughly on the 4-yard line of the Mile High Sting. Matthew Bailey takes the snap, handing it off to his running back, looking for some room on the edge of the left side, powering through, lowers his legs, putting into that squat formation. Did he have enough of a stretch in the legs? I don't believe he did. The line judge marks him just down at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal now. War Eagles, they got to put up one more push, and the Mile High Sting, they got to put up one more fight. Although I do believe if we go to 4th down here, the War Eagles would insist on going for it, get another 6 points here, take advantage of another turnover. The Mile High Sting looking to get a turnover on themselves. They could get this football back, put it back in their offense's hands. And it appears that Matthew Bailey is talking with the head referee. Eight minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The clock is rolling right about now. Referee gives the signal. Done deliberating with Matthew Bailey, the quarterback of the War Eagles. Bailey, he's all alone. He's going to keep it. Wildcat, here it is. Play, trying to make some room, trying to find any edge he can get. Bailey jumping back and forth, trying to hop over some Sting, and the Sting can't bring him down. Finally walks into the end zone after a little bit of a push from other War Eagles. Not sure how that one was able to happen, as multiple Sting defenders were also in that pile. The War Eagles able to outmuscle the Sting and get a touchdown. It's another 6 points there for the Rapid City War Eagles. Oh, there is a flag on the play. Thank you, Nick Archuleta, pointing that out to me, keeping me honest. And that is going to move Rapid City back. Second and goal. Score is still right where it's at, 12-0. 7 minutes, 35 seconds and rolling here. Handoff right up the middle to Sylvester. The War Eagles trying to find something on the edge here with the running game, but the Sting, they've been able to swallow it whole. Third down and goal for the Rapid City War Eagles here. 7 minutes, 15 seconds and rolling. Score still 12-0. Eagles with an opportunity to make it a 3-score game. The Sting still holding strong, not making it easy for Rapid City. Bailey looking to pass, takes a deep drop back, looking to the corner of the end zone. Did he find his man? He did. Gets both feet in, and that's a touchdown for the Rapid City War Eagles. There is a flag on the play. We'll wait to see what the call is. This brought back the last touchdown. We'll see what this one does. Matthew Bailey on the drop back there had a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone. And it appears the penalty is going to be on the defense. And that is going to be a score for the Rapid City War Eagles. And that two-point conversion unsuccessful there. And as we said, ladies and gentlemen, the War Eagles did score, so the score is 18-0 over the Mile High Sting. Sorry for the confusion there, trying to confirm that everything on the field was as it was. Penalty was declined, obviously, from the Mile High Sting, and that's going to be a score. Penalty was on the Mile High Sting, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, it declined. 6 minutes, 53 seconds here to go in the third quarter. 18-0 in the Sting. They've got some work to do to climb back under this one. Down but not out. Magic is going to have to be able to come back and erase his previous interceptions that he's thrown out there and get his Sting back on top. Back to return again is Matisse Baca and number 23, Trey Williams. Jack Robinson, number 93, sending this football away on the kickoff. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason the Rapid City War Eagles are kicking off from the 50 is that there was a personal foul on the previous score. Penalty is being issued on the kickoff, enforced on the kickoff, I should say. Nice boot there, sends it all the way to the 10-yard line. The Sting, they're going to wait to let it roll to them. Picks it up, he's going to have to make something happen with it. Finally gets around a few War Eagles, still on his feet. Trey Williams fights hard to the Sting's 20-yard line. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the third one. In the third quarter, 18-0 the Sting. It's time to begin the climb back. Down but not out. And ladies and gentlemen, it appears we do have an injured player on the field. We'll go ahead and give him a second to get stretched out and warm back up and ready to get back out there on the field. And we'll hope everybody's okay. We'll be back in just a moment. The War Eagles, they're leading 18-0 over the Mile High Sting. We'll be back here at O'Hara Stadium on the Hive Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rapid City, South Dakota, the home of the War Eagles, where they're hosting your Mile High Sting. We are here at wonderful Dunham Field at O'Hara Stadium. Beautiful night here for some summer football as the Mile High Sting, they find themselves down. Again, as we said, not out. Magic handing this football off to Teese, number 1. Couldn't find any room on that left side. Finally brought down. No whistle here yet. Finally stopped. He did get back to the initial line of scrimmage according to the line judge. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have you here joining us for some CFL football on a beautiful Saturday night. Of course, some other games going across the league tonight. Lions and the Elite, they played earlier today. The Lions, they edged out that one 20-18, and another game going on tonight. The Denver Sharks versus the Colorado Greyhawks. That game's currently going on. We'll try to get you score updates as the night progresses. As of now, you're watching the Mile High Sting take on the Rapid City War Eagles. Mile High Sting in their CFL inaugural debut season. 1-1 so far here as they enter Rapid City, trying to get back into the win column. They're led by quarterback Malik Tollerson. They call him Magic, though, down there in Denver. Handoff on that left side, Isaiah Bergner. They call him Woody. Unable to get past too many War Eagles. He still gets a couple yards on that play. It's going to be third and halfway to go now for the Mile High Sting. Mile High Sting next week, May 8th. They get to take on the Loveland Elite, who are currently taking on the currently lost to the Lions. the Brick Squad Lions tonight. Be a good matchup, and we'll have it broadcasted for you here on MileHighStingFootball.com on the Hive Network. Glad to have you here. My name's Cole Smith, your play-by-play voice for the Sting in 2021, joined by Nick Archuleta, my camera crew. Handoff on that right side, looking to find some room is Isaiah Bergner. Woody shoved out of bounds and far back there, and there's finally a flag on that one. Late hit on that play, and it appears we do have some rain falling finally here in South Dakota. We had a 45% chance, at least according to Siri, and it appears that it's finally coming down. Try to keep everyone warm here as we get to watch some summer football. Just a little sprinkling here so far. Nothing to send anybody home just yet. Still a beautiful night here. Nice chilly 70 degrees. Beautiful O'Hara Stadium. Four minutes, 46 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Sting, after all the confusion, I believe it's a 1st and 10, but they're still not moving the sticks, and the play is going. The sticks haven't even been moved. In the Sting, they're handing the football out to the right side, and I believe there was a lot of confusion there on the penalty. The Sting did get the first down. The War Eagles are confused on their sideline as well, as everything was moving all at the same time on the sidelines. It's a gain of roughly 4 there. Everything's situated. It's 2nd and roughly 6 to go for the Mile High Sting. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The hiccups are coming off me on this late night. And the Sting, they now find themselves once again nearing that half-field stripe. They've had a hard time getting past it and moving downhill. We'll see what happens now here in the second half. The Sting's first opportunity to do so, to move past the 50. Magic looking to pass again. In trouble. He's going to have to get rid of it. Deep pass out to his receiver on the left side, trying to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's just missing the hands of Woody. Third and halfway to go, according to our sideline judge. Magic joined by fellow members of the Mile High Sting, moving his receiver Justice Atkins to the other side. 2 receivers on that left side. Magic, he's looking to the right for Teese. Teese, he has it past the 50, makes a move on the War Eagles. He finally has some room. Just has one man to beat, finally breaks it down to the War Eagles' 30-yard line. Line judge marks him at the 29-yard line. And now here come the Sting, moving quickly. Magic, he thinks he may have something here and putting the War Eagles on their heels. Knocking on the door, the red zone is your Mile High Sting. Justice Atkins moving on the motion again. Magic this time handing it off to Teese. Teese finding some room up the middle. He has a breakaway. There he goes. Oh, he's tripped up. Oh, he tripped up by the turf monster at the 10-yard line. Falls down at the 5. The line judge brings him back and marks him at the, I believe, 7-yard line. And now here are the Magic, an opportunity to put some points up on the board. They're down 18-0. They need this score. Out to that left side. Here's Teese with the football again, but not fooling the War Eagles on that drive. And false start there. Thank you to our PA announcers here, keeping me honest. Second down and goal now for your Mile High Sting. Knocking on the door, an opportunity to score here. 6 points would go a long way to getting back into this football game. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Magic underneath the center. 2 receivers. No motion this time. Handing it off right up the middle. stopped almost immediately, and there is dirty laundry on the play. Magic, he's wondering what the call is even for. 1 minute, 53 seconds. Clock stopped here. And another false start there on the offense. And that penalty is declined. That's going to make it a 3rd down and goal. And the Sting, I believe they thought they were moving back, but no, the War Eagles, they want to go ahead and keep that downs conversion moving. It's 3rd down and goal now. It's less work for the War Eagles, more work for the Sting to make something happen. Magic back under center. Similar formation we've seen all night. Justice Atkins moving on the formation again. On the motion. Handing it off on the right side. There may be some room. Cutting it back. Finally, does the Sting have it? Got it! Touchdown! Mile High Sting! Isaiah Bergner. Woody. We call him Woody down in Mile High City, and that's 6 points for your Mile High Sting. Back into this football game, and that removes the goose egg on your scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. They send out the special teams unit now. It appears we do have Nick Brady, number 82, the place kicker out there for the extra point. And I believe the War Eagles were caught offsides, and as that kick was between the post, it is good. I believe that penalty is going to be on the War Eagles. We'll wait to see the official call, but I believe that is going to be a full 7 points for your Mile High Sting. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, that penalty was on the Rapid City War Eagles. That's a full 7 points for your Mile High Sting. We'll go ahead and take a quick break as the rain comes in. We got to get things situated up here in the booth. 18-7, the Sting are only down 11 points here with only 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on the Hive Network. And ladies and gentlemen, your Mile High Sting, they've erased the goose egg. They've got 7 points on the board. They're down 11 here against the Rapid City War Eagles. They're going to kick the football off left to right. Nick Brady out there is the kicker. And finally, your Mile High Sting are able to put something out on the board, finally getting some momentum on their side after 2 interceptions from Magic. He's able to turn around and lead his team to get 6 points, thanks to also the help of his running back, Isaiah Bergner, but we call him Woody. This kick all the way down, the Rapid City War Eagles, they touched it. He's going to have to run it. Trying to put on the brakes, trying to make a few Sting miss, but the swarm is around him, and that's the Hive, bringing him down at the 20-yard line of the War Eagles. That's where the War Eagles are going to begin their next drive. They just came off of a score themselves. Now it's the Mile High Sting's turn to get this football back and back into their offense's hands, who are finally building up some momentum in this football game. 67 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the rain is starting to fall just a little bit harder, ladies and gentlemen. We've had the audience seem to scramble to indoors as fast as they could. A few of the diehard fans still out here. Glad to have you here at O'Hara Stadium, joining us in the rain. Rapid City War Eagles finding some room on that left side, and guess who it is? That's Sylvester. Darius Sylvester, number 11 for the Rapid City War Eagles, finding a nice gain on that left side. dirty laundry on the field. We'll see what the call is here from the man in the white hat. And that's going to be holding on the offense, moving the War Eagles back just a bit. 60 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. First and 20 now for the War Eagles. Even more field to climb. The Mile High Sting defense has been absolutely stupendous, doing everything they can to stop the War Eagles and keep this score manageable. They've done an excellent job in doing so. Bailey, he's in trouble now. He's in the end zone trying to get out of it before he gets rid of the football. Deep pass to his receiver. Intercepted by the Sting. Going the other way. Number 27, Sam Williams, the free safety, floating around to the bottom of your screen to pick that football off. Ripping it out of the hands of number 8 of the War Eagles, Justin Zabranik. Just a little bit of a hurried pass there from Matthew Bailey. He's had some beautiful passes all night, especially outside of the pocket and on his back foot. That one just a little too far ahead of his receiver, right into the hands of the Sting's free safety. And that was the turnover the defense needed. It's now back into the offense's hands, who just got done putting up 7 points on the scoreboard. Let's see what they can do here. Rapid City War Eagles caught with their backs against the wall a bit. First and 10, Magic handing it off right out the middle to Teese. Teese hard running, lowering the shoulder, but he's met by multiple Eagles. And it appears we do have a Sting down. No, he's hopping back up. That's number 70, Willie Cordes, the left guard, the big man up front. And this big, let's do a quick shout out here to the offensive linemen of the Mile High Sting. We got Woods, Cordes, Suezo, Maxwell, and Iverson doing an excellent job here, leading the rush and opening big holes and doing whatever they can to give their offense enough time to make a play. And ladies and gentlemen, you heard the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. It's going to be 18-7 as we flip things around and we take a quick break. The Rapid City War Eagles, they're on top. But the Mile High Sting, it's time for the Swarm, and our time is now. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on MileHighStingFootball.com. You're listening to the Hive Network. It's time for one more quarter of football here in Rapid City, South Dakota. The Mile High Sting, they're on the Swarm. Our time is now. Magic under center, handing it off to the right side. Triple option there, handing it to Teese, but the War Eagles, they sniffed that out immediately, wrapping Teese up behind the line of scrimmage. Multiple Eagles flocking on that play. It's going to be third and a long one now for the Mile High Sting. Third and roughly 11 yards to go here. 14 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in this one as the rain begins to fall here in South Dakota. We'll see how that affects the football. The wind has switched sides. It's now at the back of the Sting once again. The Sting moving right to left on your screen in the all whites. Rapid City, of course, in the purple and black bottoms. Three receivers at the bottom. Magic, he's going to roll out to the right side. He's got plenty of green grass. He's past the line of scrimmage. He's got to run with the football, and he does. Gets a gain of roughly 4 yards on that play. Not near enough for the first down, however. The Sting, They might have to cough this football back up to the War Eagles and see if their defense can get the ball back. 13 minutes, 42 seconds, and rolling here in the fourth quarter. Glad to have you here on the Hive Network. My name's Cole Smith. Glad to be your voice of the Mile High Sting for the 2021 campaign. Nick Archuleta doing excellent work here as my camera operator. Coaching staff for your Mile High Sting: head coach Vonnie Davis, your assistant head coach Tyree Wilson, quarterback and assistant head coach Mike Ferris, your special teams coach Brent Brady, and your defensive coordinator David Baker. All doing an excellent job, and appreciate all of you for allowing us to call this game and allowing us to broadcast the Mile High Sting. Magic, quarterback, he's all alone underneath the center. Looking to quick pass to Teese on the receiver screen. Gets past a few War Eagles. He's going to need a big push to get past the first down marker. I don't believe he got it. He's going to be short. We'll see where the line judge officially marks him. It appears they might need the chains to come out for an official ruling. And we got two spots here from the line judges, and it seems to be right on that first down marker. We're not sure who this is going to go to. If it's a first down for the Sting, it's huge. And I don't believe they got it. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Rapid City War Eagles, they're going to get football back here on their offensive side in decent field position. The Mile High Sting, their backs against the wall. Now we'll see what they can do to get that football back, maybe even get a defensive score to ignite some flames underneath the Sting. As both teams get switched out here. Offense back out there for the Rapid City War Eagles. Defense out there for the Mile High Sting. Offense for the War Eagles being led by Matthew Bailey, and your defense for the Mile High Sting being led by CJ Cephas. Handoff right up the middle, trying to find some room, and he does. Breaks a few tackles, but unable to get past the secondary of the Sting. Still a nice gain of roughly 5, maybe even 6 yards on that play. Finally brought down for the Mile High Sting by number 21, LaShawn Burdett. Handoff was to Darius Sylvester, number 11 for the running back for the Rapid City War Eagles. Handoff once again to Sylvester. He's got plenty of room, and this time green grass just has to beat the safety. He turns on the Jets. That's a touchdown for the Rapid City War Eagles. And that one extends this lead to where the Sting need a score. It says another 6 points here. Now, the Rapid City War Eagles, they've had a hard time getting that extra 2-point conversion. And as I look back, ladies and gentlemen, there is dirty laundry on the field. We'll see what the call is. No one's moving too quickly. It appears that the Rapid City War Eagles believe it's on the Sting, and that the officials are explaining it to the Mile High Sting, trying to explain what's going on. 26, Kenny Crothers out there. 26 for the Stings is being ejected. And we were just hearing from the PA that number 26, Kenny Crothers, has been ejected from the football game. That's going to end his night with only 12 minutes left to go in the game. And as the Rapid City War Eagles put up a score, it's 24-7. Rapid City, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion once again as the officials come back out here to get everything situated and cleaned back up. Unfortunate, too, for number 26, Kenny Crothers, an amazing linebacker for the Mile High Sting, one of the many amazing linebackers on the defensive side. He was even an MVP in El Paso during the loss for the Mile High Sting. Playing excellent football again tonight. Just a little too heated, but that could be easily said for both teams tonight. Chippiness from both sidelines. 2-point conversion, handoff right up the middle. No, he keeps it. Bailey, he's going to look to dump it off, and he does, to a wide open man in the back of the end zone. He finds his receiver, number 8. That's going to be Justin Zabranik. And after the ejection from the Mile High Sting, the Rapid City War Eagles put up 6 points and another 2. It's going to be 26-7. The Sting find themselves down big in this one. They got to get a score here as they get the football back on offense, and they might be able to begin the climb here. But it's going to be a tough one with only 12 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this football game. As we get everything switched around, head coach is talking to their players, making sure everything is on the same page, making sure everybody is on the same page. And after the penalty, after the penalties on the previous score, that is going to be enforced here. That's why you see the Rapid City War Eagles lining up for this kickoff on the Mile High Sting's 35-yard line. Rapid City getting this kickoff set up. And a very unusual kickoff, I might add. Not every day you get to see a kickoff on the opposing team's side of the field. And that kickoff might even be through the goalposts. Way out of the back. That's a touchback. And this ain't Canadian rules, but if it was, that would be an extra point for the Rapid City War Eagles. But we're in the States. Very excellently said by our PA announcers. That football all the way down to Rapid City here. We're just right on the outskirts in beautiful O'Hara Stadium at Dunham Field. Very honored to have the Rapid City War Eagles welcome us into their home and welcome us into South Dakota. Very beautiful town. Glad to be here for some amazing football on a beautiful night. The rain continues to fall here as the Mile High Sting begin this drive. They got to score. They're on their 20-yard line. They got to move quickly as well. 12 minutes left to go in this entire football game. Handoff right up the middle. He's trying to get it to Isaiah Bergner, Woody. Woody getting a nice gain there, roughly 9 yards on that carry. Excellent hold there from his offensive line, setting it up right up the middle. That's Cortez, Suezo, and Maxwell, the big men up front. And they've been powering hard. You can definitely tell the Mile High Sting, they're not giving up in this football game. Down but not out. Here come the Sting. Handing off to Teese. Teese, a big room on that left side, gets the first down easily and then some. Finally brought down the Mile High Sting. They're moving quickly on their own 40-yard line. Sting finally showing some efficiency, and they're showing some drive here. Their last drive stalled out just past the 50-yard line from the War Eagles. They were on a nice move. Let's see if they can keep it moving, going downhill as Magic tries to hand it off to Woody, and Woody swallowed up immediately behind the line of scrimmage. It appears he was able to muscle himself all the way back to the initial LOS and actually even got a gain of 2 on that play. A little bit of a generous spot there from the line judges as he got forward momentum. 2nd and 8 now for the Mile High Sting. 10 minutes, 45 seconds, and rolling here. One receiver at the bottom of your screen. That familiar formation we've seen all game from the Mile High Sting. Motion just slightly from the bottom receiver. Magic looking quickly to his tight end. He's got him. Brought down nearly by the horse collar. Good tackle still there from the War Eagles. That was number 45, Keandra Ellie. Tackled down from the War Eagles by number 33. That's going to be Zach Thompson. Mile High Sting now at the 1st and 10. They're at the 50-yard line. Midfield stripe, Magic. He's looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle. Finds his receiver, number 4, Lorenzo Brown, Hollywood. Hollywood, a little bit of a quiet game, finally showing up here in the 4th quarter. Mile High Sting have just had a hard time moving the offense in general tonight. Very defensive game from both sides of the football, and War Eagles and the Sting keeping this just a low-scoring affair as the Mile High Sting try to muscle that one forward for just a couple more yards. It's going to be 2nd and roughly 6 to go now after the 4-yard gain. Sting moving quickly. Handing it off right up the middle, giving it to Woody. Woody breaks a tackle. He runs into the ref. He's trying to move it around. Finally gets some green grass and brought down into the secondary by multiple War Eagles. And we do got a timeout on the field, and we'll go ahead and take a break ourselves. 9 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in this one. The Rapid City War Eagles, they lead over your Mile High Sting 26-7. We'll be back here at O'Hara Stadium on the Hive Network in just a moment. We're here to wrap it up here in South Dakota at O'Hara Stadium at Dunham Field. Beautiful night here for some football as the rain begins to fall here in the late second half. The Mile High Sting, they've been moving efficiently on this drive, moving quickly, not taking many breaks. The Rapid City War Eagles had to take a quick timeout to catch their breath. Here come the Sting. Magic, he's all alone. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. He's going to look that way, almost for the screen. Doesn't take the bait, waits a minute, gives it to his tight end right up the middle. He gets it stretched out all the way to the Rapid City War Eagles 10-yard line. Nice little gain there. 2nd and roughly 4 to go now for the Mile High Sting. Magic in his Sting moving quickly once again, not giving the War Eagles any time to breathe. 7 points would be big. Magic, he's pressured. He's trying to get away from the defense, and he does. Pass down the back of the end zone. He's looking for his man, 14, Justice Atkins. Unable to bring it down at the back of the end zone with the 2 feet. Football just past the tips of his hands. Almost 6 points there for the Sting. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 4 here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week broadcasting your Mile High Sting as they take on the Loveland Elite. And that'll be a home game at Central High School. Please join us next Saturday at 1:45 p.m., May 8th. For the Mile High Sting versus the Loveland Elite. Yours truly, myself, Cole Smith, will be on that call, and I'll be joined by our color commentator, Mr. Josh Grismer. Nick Archuleta joining me on the camera right now, doing an excellent job running the P's and Q's as the Sting attempt to force this football right up the middle, and Tease Baca stopped almost immediately, your Arizona MVP. It's going to be 4th and goal, and you'd imagine here the Mile High Sting, they got to go for it. Only 8 minutes left to go in this one, 26-7. 7 points could go a long way into this one. The beginning of crawling back into this game, but certainly not all of it. Got to take it chunk by chunk at this point if you're the Mile High Sting. And I believe that there was a false start. There is, yep, a false start called on the offense. Mile High Sting, they're going to be moved back here on what was already a challenging 4th and 4 going against Rapid City War Eagles. Now it appears to be 4th and 8 for the Mile High Sting. Fourth and 8 now for the Mile High Sting. It's a big conversion. They got to get this one if they want to crawl back into this football game. Only 7 minutes left to go. Motioning his receiver right to left. Handoff right up the middle of the Sting. They're going to try to force this football in. Tease Baca finally lowers his shoulder and forced out of bounds. just getting to the 10-yard line. It's going to be short of that first down marker, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Rapid City War Eagles offense will come back out with the football, assumingly to run this out and to kill as much clock as possible so the Rapid City War Eagles can get a win. It's now up to the Mile High Sting to get this football back under any circumstance, just to put their offense with the opportunity. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. Rapid City War Eagles up on top. Handoff right up the middle as we thought, keeping it on the ground, but he's got open room. He just has to beat a safety, and he nearly shoves the safety to the ground. That was some hard running there from number 25 of the War Eagles. That's going to be Ty Edwards, nearly running over number 24 of the Mile High Sting, C.J. Cephas, but Cephas able to hold strong and bring him down, saving that big play. Handoff, what's the middle again? This time to Sylvester. Sylvester stopped at the line of scrimmage, however. The Sting bring him down quickly, and there's dirty laundry in the backfield once again. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the Hive Network. My name's been Cole Smith. Glad to have you here at MileHighStingFootball.com. Please be sure to join us here next week as the Mile High Sting football team will take on the Loveland Elite. Loveland Elite, they lost tonight against the Brick Squad Lions 20-18. That'll be a good matchup for the Sting next week as they look to get back into the win column. And the War Eagles, quick receiver screen themselves down to the right side here, closest to you on the camera. Brought down, and I believe he did stay inbounds. Keep this clock rolling. 6 minutes to go now here in this entire football game. War Eagles still with possession. Second and short now. Handoff right up to the left side this time, trying to get some room, and he nearly broke it once again. That's number 25 for the War Eagles, Ty Edwards. Bit of a bell cow back towards the end of this game for the War Eagles. Got a penalty on the play, and another one, I might add, with only 5 minutes, 40 seconds left to go, and that's going to move the War Eagles back this time, holding. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I'd like to thank the head coach of the Mile High Sting, Coach Vonnie Davis, and the rest of the Sting organization for allowing us to call today's game, and a big thank you to the Rapid City War Eagles for allowing us to use their press box. Beautiful time we've had here in South Dakota, Rapid City. Sting were able to check out Mount Rushmore earlier today. Trying to look for some motivation, and they'll have to take it into the rest of this season. Sting going to look to bounce back, trying to get a nice stop here on the defense, and the defense doing their jobs that they've done all night, holding the War Eagles down, although he stays on his feet. There's a fumble on the play. I believe the Sting have the ball. And I was correct. The Mile High Sting do, in fact, get a turnover here. 26-7, 5.5 minutes left to go. The football is in excellent position for the Mile High Sting offense now, and perhaps an opportunity, if the Sting can score quickly, to get back into this football game. It is a 3-score game. And it appears we do have a face mask. Thank you, Mr. Nick, helping me stay honest here. And that's going to set the Sting up in even better field position. And an opportunity now arises again, ladies and gentlemen, for the Mile High Sting after getting that turnover back. The Sting, they will now begin this drive on roughly the 16-yard line of the War Eagles. If they can score quickly here, it's only 5.5 minutes left to go in this game, but it's a 3-score game. A quick score would go swimmingly as a timeout is called from the War Eagles, and we'll take 30 seconds ourselves before we wrap everything up. 26-7, the War Eagles are on top, but the Sting, they have an opportunity here at O'Hara Stadium in South Dakota. You're listening to the Hive Network. Coming back from our timeout here in Rapid City, South Dakota, that the War Eagles just took. They're a little bit of an in shock here as their defense is suddenly back out on the field after a turnover from the Mile High Sting. They have the football. They're going to begin this drive at the War Eagles' 15-yard line. Excellent position. As we said, the War Eagles, the Sting have an opportunity to score quickly to get back against the War Eagles. Magic looking on the left side, gets it to Woody. Woody breaks the tackle, just has one more man to beat, reaches for it. Where's the sideline judge? There he is, touchdown! Mile High Sting, and that was from the reach from number 2, Isaiah Bergner. We call him Woody. His second touchdown of the game, and it is going to be brought back. Thank you, Mr. Nick. There's penalty on the play. I believe it is another illegal shift from the Mile High Sting. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. That touchdown from Woody Bergner wiped away from the board. He could have had 2 tonight. He's going to look to get that one back. Sting still with an opportunity to score quickly. 5 minutes, 10 seconds and rolling here. Mile High Sting get a nice pass down the middle. Tight end got him. Keandre Ellie, the man in the middle. Nice little gain there, just bringing it past the Sting's initial line of scrimmage. It's going to be a gain of roughly 2, even 3 yards on that one. Second and a long one here. Sting moving quickly. Magic with the ball underneath center, joined by a few running backs, handing it off right up the middle. Just a gain of maybe a yard. The line judge gives him 2. 3rd and halfway to go now for the Mile High Sting, and with the clock rolling, 4 minutes, 24 seconds, they got to move quickly, and I believe there is a Sting down on the play, although he's going to try to muscle his way back to the sidelines, and good on him. Although, unfortunately, that is number 1, Matisse Baca for the Mile High Sting, and he's been a bit of a bell cow back for the Sting. Are definitely going to miss him in tonight's game. Pressure most likely going to go towards Armani Waters and Isaiah Bergner here. The 2 running backs, as I say, am joining their quarterback, Malik Tollerson. We call him Magic down in the Mile High City. 3rd and halfway to go now for the Mile High Sting. This is a big drive here, ladies and gentlemen. If they can get this score, 4 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in this ball game, there might still be a chance if the defense can keep working their magic. It all starts here. The offense has to get points on the board. Magic, he's in trouble, trying to flip that one to his tight end, number 45, Keandre. Keandre just wasn't quite ready for it as it hits his helmet, maybe even his face mask, and bounces off. Luckily, safely to the ground. No War Eagles in sight to pick that football off. It's going to be 4th and halfway to go now. And with the game as tight as it is, it's crunch time. 4 minutes to go in this one. The Mile High Sting, they need a score if they want to have a chance. Armani Waters is the deep man on that far side, and he's getting a motion here from Hollywood Brown onto that far right side. Magic looking back to the left, however, just out of the hands of his tight end. Keandre Ellie, that's another dropped pass that he has had tonight. He's made a few great catches, but the Sting really needed that one to get that first down, and that's a turnover on downs. Rapid City War Eagles, they'll get this football back with 3 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in the entire grudge match. Some good information there from our PA announcer. Handoff right up the middle, and the War Eagles, they're going to want to keep this on the ground just like they did that last drive. There is dirty laundry on the play. It's going to stop this clock here. 3 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in this one. The War Eagles, as I said, they're going to try to just grind this one out and keep the football on the ground. Do not let it go out of bounds. Kill as much clock as possible, and if you're the Sting, get the ball back. Only one mission in mind, and the Sting defense has been absolutely phenomenal. Just adding more to their to-do list tonight, but it's been excellent defense on both sides of the ball. Just a little bit of a let loose here in the second half. And that's what we were afraid of at the beginning of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Rapid City, they had a great comeback last week in the second half. For some reason, they were able to turn on the Jets when they reached the third quarter. The Sting, they've been able to keep it within striking distance, however, as the quarterback for the War Eagles, Bailey, keeps that one, trying to run it up the middle, get a few extra yards, and I believe he even gets the first down. He does. The sticks move for Rapid City. And it's just been excellent defense from the Mile High Sting. It's just you can't ask them to do absolutely everything. Those last points would have been very beneficial for the Mile High Sting to climb back into this one, but with 3 minutes left to go here in the entire ball game, it's going to be tough. Clock continues to roll amid the conversation. Keeper here for the War Eagles as Bailey, he actually runs out of bounds to save himself from taking an unnecessary hit. It's going to stop the clock here. Got 2 minutes, 36 seconds left up on the board. Second and a long one to go here for the War Eagles. 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Bailey still back there with his running back. Looking to pass on that left side. Wide open receiver just sitting in the slot. The Sting don't know what to do. They're trying to play catch-up now as they bring him down, finally forcing him out of bounds at the War Eagles' 45-yard line. The line judge does mark him just short of that mark at the 44-yard line down. Two minutes, 28 seconds left to go now after running out of bounds for the War Eagles. Rapid City looking to put up at least another score here, moving efficiently with the football. First and 10 now for the War Eagles. Motion, left to right side. Sting jumped that football there. It's going to be offsides for the Mile High Sting, and it's a free play for the War Eagles. And they're going to go ahead and repeat first down here if you're for the Rapid City War Eagles as time has hit that 2 minute, 20 second marker. First and 5 for the Rapid City War Eagles. Bailey, he's going to keep it, throwing it down to the bottom side of your screen, looking for his receiver, number 2. That's Jared Hinman. Jared Hinman, he's been a key receiver for the War Eagles all night. Unable to reel that pass in. It's 2nd and 5 now. And that does stop the clock. 2 minutes, 16 seconds here. And the end of this fourth quarter beginning to come to a crawl. Bailey takes the snap, and there is a flag. False start on the offense. That's going to move the War Eagles back. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the Hive Network. My name's been Cole Smith, joined by Nick Archuleta. But it's a pleasure to join you here for some Mile High Sting football. Please be back here at milehighstingfootball.com next week, next Saturday, as the Mile High Sting take on the Loveland Elite. That's going to be May 8th, next Saturday. Bailey looking deep on this pass, has a wide open wide receiver. He just has one man to beat, takes out the stiff arm, unable to wrestle himself away from the Sting, and that's number 2, Jared Hinman, finally wrestled down by number 24 of the Sting. Number 24, that's going to be, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, as I find him here, Robert Baca. Robert Baca getting some reps out there for the defense of the Mile High Sting, putting out excellent work there. Able to save that touchdown and an unnecessary 6 points as the clock finally continues to roll here. Just reached the 100-second mark. Clock continues to roll here as the War Eagles talk about this next play. Going to snap it with roughly 75 seconds left to go. Keeper here for Bailey. Oh, wrestled down by the back. Nearly a horse collar there, and I believe it is going to be a horse collar tackle. The flag comes out a little bit late from the head referee. We'll get it for an official call, but that did look like an illegal tackle from the Mile High Sting from my point of view. "65 seconds here on the clock with everything stopped. War Eagles knocking on the door, looking to add one more score to put this thing to bed. And they are waving off the flag. No horse collar tackle. Definitely looked like something fishy there. I'm glad the officials were able to talk about it and make the correct call. No penalty on that play. Clock continues to roll. We're at 55 seconds and counting. And there's an official flag. That's going to be offsides, possibly even false start. There it is. It's false start on the War Eagles. That's setting them back here. Clock stopped at 54 seconds on the nose. And Rapid City just looking to kill as much clock as they can, nearing the end of this football game. And ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for joining us on the Mile High Sting Hive Network. My name's been Cole Smith. Glad to have you here. Again, join us next week as the Mile High Sting do take on the Loveland Elite. It's going to be here 1:45 with you. Going to have a full crew to bring you that football game as the Mile High Sting open up at home at Central High School in Inglewood, Colorado. Bailey looking to keep that pass thrown towards the dirt at the feet of his receiver. It's an incomplete pass. 51 seconds, the clock stops. And, of course, I'd like to send out a big thank you again to my crew here, Mr. Nick Archuleta, just doing absolutely fantastic work, running our clock, running the scoreboard, running the camera, doing everything he possibly can to make sure this broadcast sounds good. And again, a special thank you to head coach of the Mile High Sting, Coach Vonnie Davis, and the rest of the Sting organization for allowing us to call today's game. And thank you to the fine folks working behind the scenes here today on location in Rapid City, South Dakota, doing an excellent job here with the PA. Bailey looking at deep pass, corner of the end zone, nearly got it at the tips of his fingers. Bounces out. It's an incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th and goal now for the Rapid City War Eagles. We'll see what they want to do here. And there is a receiver down hurt on the play, and you hate to see that, ladies and gentlemen. 47 seconds left to go. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We won't throw it to a break since we're wrapping things up for you, ladies and gentlemen. You just hate to see an injured player like that. 47 seconds to go. We'll give him a minute to get himself checked out by his teammates and by his coaching staff. And again, big thank you to the Mile High Sting and the Rapid City War Eagles for allowing us to be here at tonight's event. It's been an absolutely fun time here in Rapid City, South Dakota. Again, thank you all for listening, and check in across social media. You can find me at Cole Smitty Smith, or check in at the Sting social media at Mile High Sting Football. You can get more information on when we'll be broadcasting again this season. Our broadcasts have been brought to you by J&C Broadcasting and the Mile High Sting. Glad to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, as I've been saying, our next game is May 8th, where the Sting will take on the Loveland Elite. And you do see that player walking off with a little bit of assistance from his coaching staff, but off the field, and maybe we can get this thing wrapped up to where he can get the proper attention he deserves at the end of this game. Excellently fought, hard-fought game from both squads here. Defensive attitudes have been brought out forefront, but the Rapid City War Eagles, it appears they are going to go ahead and begin this season 2-0. An excellent start there from the War Eagles. Mile High Sting, they find themselves, it appears to be at the bottom 1-2 after this game hits the 0-0 mark. And at the moment, it does appear Rapid City War Eagles will go for just the field goal, tack on that extra 3 points. You never know when that might help here later in the postseason. Again, postseason for the CFL, that's going to begin July 10th. Field goal attempt nearly blocked and just past the crossbar. You've got to be kidding me, ladies and gentlemen. That's an easy 3 points from the Rapid City War Eagles. Almost roughing the kicker, I might add, too, but he still just sneaks that football across. That's 3 points, and that extends the Eagles' lead 29 to the Mile High Sting 7 with only 44 seconds left to go in this one, and it does appear that your Mile High Sting are going to have to head home with some sour honey in their veins once again, but with an opportunity to bounce back. The Loveland Elite, they did lose this Saturday 20-18 to the Brick Squad Lions, and the Mile High Sting, they're not going to take this loss lightly. They're going to take it into this week as motivation to get better every single day of practice, to get ready for some even better football next Saturday. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Cole Smith. You can find me on social media at Cole Smitty Smith, and always follow the Mile High Sting football team at Mile High Sting Football. Find updates on when we'll be broadcasting again, and when you can buy tickets for your Mile High Sting football squad. We get things switched around here. The Rapid City War Eagles looking to kick this thing off left to right, and the Mile High Sting, they're going to get one more chance with the football. 44 seconds left to go. A couple timeouts still in Coach Vonnie Davis's hands. We'll see how they want to use them, and we'll see how the Sting want to end this night to get some momentum going into the week. There's the whistle. There's the boot. We're ready to wrap this thing up. The clock is rolling. The Sting are going to go ahead and return this one as it just pounces past the goal line, and he finds some room. Open grass. There is some ocean open. Finally finds some blockers, has some white water, and he's nailed. But he pops right back up with a vengeance and shows off his stuff to the crowd. Excellent run there from number 14 of the Mile High Sting, Justice Atkins, putting his team in excellent field position. That's how you get some momentum going into another week of football. Ladies and gentlemen, also, the rain has stopped here. May have had an effect here late in this game, and now it's just an even more beautiful night. That nice moisture smell in the air, the grass coming off the clean crut. Although this field is turf, so that grass smell coming off the edges here. And lots of fans joining us here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It's just so good to have fans back in sports in general. It's been an excellent avenue, excellent night here for football, an excellent crowd, excellent atmosphere. 1st and 10 now for the Mile High Sting. They begin this drive on the Rapid City 38-yard line. And as the clock is at 30 seconds as Magic snaps this football. He's running for his life now, trying to get past his blockers, trying to get something set up to where he can get his feet set. Wide open man deep. He's got him. Touchdown, Mile High Sting. It's just too little, too late. But Dakota Pitts, wide open, all alone, no one around him. The safety's just completely cheating up to the front. Leaves Dakota Pitts wide open for Magic to nail him. And that is 6 points for your Mile High Sting. Unfortunately, with only 19 seconds left to go, I believe it is just too little too late in this one. But, Mr. Nick, That's how you get momentum into your next week, and that's how you get momentum right before you face a really good Loveland Elite team. Something to build on towards next week, indeed. This Mile High Sting team focused and ready to go this season, and just a few mistakes here and there in this game, and just a couple things going the Mile High Sting's way, and this is a totally different game. The Mile High Sting down but not out. The score not telling the proper tale as the Sting go for a 2-point conversion, and Magic just flooded completely towards the back end of his sidelines and shoved to the ground. He did get the handoff to his running back, but still no 2-point conversion on that play. And with only 19 seconds left to go, we'll switch everything around, we'll kick everything off, and Nick Brady will most likely send this off one last time towards the War Eagles, where I would assume they would just take a knee and just end this game as quickly as possible, get some of these fine folks home early. And some talking between both sidelines here as things are starting to get a little bit chippier. We did have a player ejected earlier for the Mile High Sting. Hope to just end this game, get everybody home safe and sound. 19 seconds left to go, and ladies and gentlemen, for those still with us, thank you for sticking with us in the end of this Mile High Sting football game. The Sting down 29-13, 19 seconds left to go. My name's been Cole Smith. Again, big thank you to the Rapid City War Eagles for allowing us to travel up here and use their press box to broadcast this football game. And we got some chippiness now from the audience, it appears. And everyone just, I think, tired, ready to go home. It's been a long night. It's been a long, hard-fought football game between these both teams. I think both teams ready to begin this journey home, particularly for us in the Mile High Sting, a long drive home back to Denver, Colorado. Nick Brady squibs this one up to the right, trying to get an onside kick, maybe even get this football back if you're the Sting. Unfortunately, I do believe the War Eagles retain possession. And with 16 seconds left to go here, it's almost safe to say this game is nearly over. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this up quickly at the end of this broadcast. Again, big thank you to my crew here, Mr. Nick Archuleta, just doing absolutely amazing work. Big thank you for traveling with me, too, to South Dakota. And also a big thank you to the head coach of the Mile High Sting, Coach Vonnie Davis, and the rest of the Sting organization for allowing us to be here and for allowing us to be the voice of the Mile High Sting in the 2021 campaign. And the War Eagles do, in fact, take a knee. No flags on the play, and that's going to count us down to the final 000 mark, and that's going to end it. Your final tonight in this one, the Rapid City War Eagles defeat the Mile High Sting 29-13, sending the Mile High Sting to 1-2, but that's 2-0 for the Rapid City War Eagles. And your Mile High Sting, they'll be back next week, May 8th, to take on the Loveland Elite, who lost earlier tonight, 20-18. Special thank you again to the Mile High Sting and the Rapid City War Eagles, and thank you for listening. And remember, check in across social media at Cole Smitty Smith and at Mile High Sting Football. That's where you're going to get more information on when we'll be broadcasting again and when you can see your Mile High Sting. And that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Cole Smith. I'm from Nick Archuleta, and for the Mile High Sting, have an extravagant night, everybody. You've been listening to Mile High Sting Football on the Hive Network.